So tell me why. Why did you agree to be a part of this with me?
Oh, because I think it's about time to get some humor into personal finance, and it's good to make things accessible, and it's important. So I think it's good to make things fun, and you can have something be fun and still be serious at the same time, like it's an important thing, but to have a bit of, to make it like not such an onerous thing. I think that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have an amazing background in humor.
I do. Horrible way to. What am I supposed to say to that? Yeah. I've been doing. I was doing the Arrogant Worms, and I've written books, and I do funny songs.
And you're fun.
And I'm fun.
You're fun to do work with.
Fun and funny.
So storytelling is a fantastic way to convey information, and an element of those stories can be injecting an element of humor.
Yeah, I mean, people want to hear kind of stories that involve them, that get them going from point A to point B. It's kind of how people tell each other stories, and that's how we see the world. You don't get news. You don't pick up the paper for news facts. You get news stories.
Yes.
Even that. So why would you try to get people to understand finance through just a bunch of facts? I think it's an easier way to get people to relate to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you get to financial planning?
It was a very interesting journey. It was and actually, a good question. I had a financial planner who was fantastic. And even though initially I didn't want to have anything to do with her because I didn't want anybody to tell me what to do with my money. Right. And I reached a point in my life where I had some major questions and I knew I needed some help. And to answer those questions, I needed information, and she was somebody I actually trusted. So I asked her the questions, and then I had an opportunity to see what she could do as a financial planner. And when I was in my early 40s, I had gone above and beyond all of my greatest and wildest expectations when it came to my career. And I'd written a book in the field that I worked in social work. And she's the one who said, you should come into financial planning. So I did. I mean, the learning curve was very steep. And I'm at a point now, after 16 years in this business, that when I read things, I think, why can't there be an element of humor here? Because there should be. Because I was thinking about this morning, about how magical I find horses and mystical.
Right.
And that one big element about being with horses is that they reflect back to you your emotions and so much about you. And I think money does the same thing. That money really, what people do with their money and how they treat it and how they feel about it is a real reflection of who they are and what's important to them and their values. And so there are a lot of parallels for me.
Right. So
around horses and planning.
If you don't treat the horse right, you're not going to get where you're going.
Exactly.
The horse won't even let you go on for a ride. Well, why do you want to write a book when there's so many books about finance?
Because I'm fed up with the books. Well, that's probably not very nice to say, but it's true. And I have so many people, especially women, intelligent women, well-educated women, who come to my office and say, I keep trying to read these finance books and it doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
So part of my background includes teaching the psychology of women.
Right.
And women learn differently. So women need information to understand the relevance of it. So I think it's important to have practical information, accessible information that's relevant to people's experiences so that people can learn that way.
Right, so they can relate to it instead of just being told the rules.
Exactly.
Yeah.